Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Joining us on this Tuesday for the latest news and weather where you live, I'm Tiffany Lee.
And I'm Joe Ellison. Amber Waterman, the Missouri woman accused of killing a pregnant Benton County mom and her unborn child, has a plea change hearing today in Springfield federal courtroom. Waterman was arrested for the death of Ashley Bush in 2022 and pleaded not guilty to causing the death of her unborn child and also kidnapping resulting in death. Police believe that Waterman kidnapped Ashley Bush in Benton County, then took her to Pineville, Missouri. Waterman's husband, Jamie, also charged as an accomplice in the crime. His trial is scheduled for later this year. We'll be in the courtroom in Springfield. We'll bring you the latest here on 5 News.
And Fort Smith police need help identifying 2 suspects responsible for an armed robbery at the Kum Go on Dodson Avenue. It happened Sunday night around 11:20. Investigators say the masked men were both armed and got away with some cash. If you have any information, call police or Crime Stoppers at 78-CRIME.
Well, Plan Bentonville is closing in on phase 2 of their plan to improve the city as the population continues to grow.
Back in February, they held multiple open houses to get feedback on what citizens would like to see for the future of the city.
And after 5 months, city planners are unveiling those plans they made based on the input. However, those plans aren't finalized just yet as they're still hearing feedback from citizens. The sitting planning director, Tyler Overstreet, says once they get all that input, they'll be ready to present it to City Council.
I mean, at this stage of the project, it's not necessarily the planning department making decisions. It's us listening to the community. It's us taking feedback on what they think of the draft plan. And then that's what we would then roll forward to Planning Commission, City Council, and be able to say, here's what we heard, here's what we think, and then, come to a community consensus.
Now you'll have until August 9th to put your input in. You can find where to give that opinion at 5newsonline.com.
Tomorrow will mark 2 months since the tornado outbreak that devastated a few cities in northwest Arkansas.
Crews across Benton County have been working to clean up hundreds of thousands of cubic yards of debris over the last 2 months.
Benton County crews are going down roads in unincorporated areas to grab debris. They're hoping to be done by August 18th. Residents should move anything else that they have cleared to the right of the way of their property. Then crews will be able to determine if another pass is needed. The city of Bentonville says all debris needs to be on the curb by August 5th.
But for those who have to be outside in that, let's check in with Zach to see what they'll be facing out there with the weather. Zach?
Yeah, really some dangerous heat, ladies. Heat-related illness threat is high as we go through the rest of this week, wrapping up July, and then really through the first week to maybe even week and a half, 2 weeks of August, looking pretty hot. We're probably going to have a stretch of heat alerts several days in a row. We're talking highs in the 90s, feels like temperatures several days coming up over the next couple weeks are likely going to be over 100 degrees. Today's one of those days. Temperatures ranging from 93 to 96 in northwest Arkansas, River Valley. We're a little hotter than Monday. We're going to be ranging from about 95 up to 98 degrees as we get into the afternoon. You factor in the humidity, and here's what it's going to feel like. We were below 105 mostly in northwest Arkansas for your Monday. Today we should be above it. More areas near 105 up to 107. We'll be 105 to 110 for most of the River Valley, with some areas, Franklin, Logan, Johnson, maybe even getting a little bit above that. We're talking 110 to 112 will be possible. Again, no real shakeup in the forecast. We may get a couple degrees cooler going into the weekend. We'll talk more about that throughout the week.
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, a lot of school districts will be back in session within just the next few weeks.
5 News reporter Lauren Spencer checked in with a few school districts to find out how many students turned to free meals this summer and how parents can apply to keep that going throughout the school year.
We have served approximately 44,000 breakfast and lunch.
And we've served a little over 18,000 meals.
We did about 8,000 meals total.
Fort Smith, Fayetteville, and Van Buren school districts say they were successful in serving their communities free lunches this summer.
It's just a super beneficial resource for our families. Battle against the food insecurity that we're seeing as a state, as a community, as a region.
Thousands of meals means thousands of children didn't have to go hungry, and a number of parents kept some of that money in their pockets.
With grocery prices being high and the cost of living being so high, this is just one more step parents can take just to help release the financial burdens.
And now, to get ready for the school year, the districts are encouraging parents to apply for their free and reduced lunch programs.
It's a family of 4 making around $57,000 a year would still qualify.
They say the process is simple. You can find an application on any of the district's websites and just see if you qualify.
The sooner they get qualified, the sooner they know they're free or reduced, and they don't have to be charged a meal.
Do not hesitate to apply and take advantage of these benefits. You're not taking someone else's spot. You're supporting your district and you're supporting your kiddos.
As they believe every child should receive the fuel they need for learning.
Today it was steak fingers, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, strawberries. It was all delicious.
Covering news where you live, Lauren Spencer, 5 News.
Well, that's it for us. Thank you for joining us here today.
You can catch up with us again tomorrow for more.